Megan here with a video explaining how to play the Look at That game. So the Look at That game is a creation of Leslie McDevitt. You can find it in any of her Control Unleashed books. This game is really great for helping to condition a positive emotional response to different things out in the environment that you may encounter. So ways that I use this game, I use it with my dog, playing with seeing different dogs on the street, seeing cars going by, different noises that he hasn't experienced before or may tend to be a little worried about. In class circumstances, or if I'm going into a new place, we'll play it just with him looking at everything. You'll notice that your dog probably already plays this game and you just never had a name for it until now. This game is really great for desensitization and counter conditioning, and it puts it into a game that the dog can initiate, which is one of the things I love about this game, is that it's the dog initiating it. We're not controlling what the dog is doing. We're just rewarding them for appropriate responses. Having the dog initiate and giving the dog choice is really beneficial for your dog. We need choice in our lives, and so do our dogs. And telling our dog not to look at something that is worrying them just kind of makes it even more fearful. It'd be like, you're afraid of snakes and there's a snake 10 feet from you, and your friend's telling you, oh, don't look at that snake, just stay with me, you're fine, don't look at it. No, you want to look at it, you want to make sure it's staying put, you want to make sure it's not coming towards you. So this game allows our dogs to look at the things in the environment that are scary or overexciting to them, and helps to create that communication between the two of you, and kind of help change their response. Like I said, I've played this game for a very long time with my dog, and I've seen the benefits of it firsthand, that instead of barking at something, he'll fall into the Look at That game. Although some things to consider when you are playing this game is distance. You want to make sure that you are far enough away from whatever you are playing the game with. So when you're first starting to play, you want to make sure you're setting up these situations and monitoring the environment. You want to make sure that it's a safe, controlled environment for your dog to learn. You want to make sure that they're at a distance where they can participate and play the game, where they cannot touch the thing cannot touch them. That is rule number 2. So rule number 1, distance. Rule number 2, no touchy. Rule number 3, they look, you click. So your dog is going to look at whatever is out there, you click, they look back at you, and that is when you treat. If for any reason the dog cannot look back at you, and they're a pretty clicker savvy dog, the environment's too much. You're too close, the thing is too exciting or scary for them, you need to get more distance, or have a distraction that isn't at such a high level yet. Starting with things that are familiar are great. familiar people, maybe another dog in the household that they're comfortable with. Sometimes we even start this with just inanimate objects behind our back and pulling them out. You can also add some words in here like, hey Fluffy, I see a dog over there, or when Fluffy looks, oh, I see them too, and incorporate that into your click just to add some more communication there. I play it silently. My only communication between my dog and me is either my yes as a bridge word, telling him that looking is what I want, or my click. Occasionally, if he's distracted by something, I will say, hey, where's the dog? There's a dog coming. Hey, can you look at that? But I really want it to be something where he's noticing and initiating. The only times that I say, do you see the dog, or things of that nature, is if I think he's going to be caught off guard. But more or less, I want it to be initiated by him, and anything that I'm saying, I want to just be acknowledgement of what he's doing, and just asking a question. I don't want there to be a demand that he must look at whatever's out there, because sometimes they don't want to fully turn their head to look at that. You'll see a little eye twitch or an ear flick or just a very subtle head nod. When they start playing this and they get used to whatever you're playing with, you'll start noticing those subtle signs a little bit more. But all of those are acceptable. I'm going to demonstrate kind of what you're going to be doing with our little no drama llama here, and then I will add in a real life example of this game where my dog Danny was playing this at a barn hunt trial, where he was looking at all of the dogs coming through, the people coming through, the holding area for the rats, where he was just sitting on his mat and playing this game, and I was bridging and reinforcing with string cheese. So if hedgehog here was my trigger, my very worn hedgehog, we would want that distance. I can only go so far in the frame here. Your dog would be looking at it. I would say yes or click. Dog looks back, and at that point is when I deliver my reinforcement. So again, look, yes, look back, reinforcement. And then you can do a couple repetitions of that if the dog is doing really well. Otherwise, get the dog, some distance, get them out of there if you're on a walk. Don't let that trigger come too close. But like I had said previously, when you're initially playing this, try and set up your trials so that they are controlled. Demonstration is up next, so stay tuned. If you guys have questions or comments about how you've used this, how you've seen it work, any ideas of what you guys are using to practice with, anything creative, maybe like a no drama llama to start out with, just to get your dog in the pattern, drop that down in the comments below, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more. I plan on doing a lot of videos for different concepts and just some fun kind of tongue-in-cheek videos coming up. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you on the next one.
Yes. 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 Yes.